7 a.m. Time for the opening drive.
Voted the best sports show in New Mexico
for 5 years running. It's the OD in the AM with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Well, she'll play again, but that was a celebration last night at Arthur Ashe Court in New York City. I don't know how much you caught of Serena last night. It couldn't have been a better time. Monday night, final Monday without football. There'll be college football next week, and then you get pro football every other Monday after that, moving to the rest of the calendar year. Serena against Danka Kovinic. She wins 6-3, 6-3 in front of, pick it, former presidents and stars, current and past. Ceremony afterwards, narrated by Oprah, and the send-off at Arthur Ashe Court. Oh, by the way, she's not done. She still has to play because she was a winner yesterday, but you just never knew. And so they planned it all for yesterday, and now she'll get the 2 seed. Good morning to you. It is the opening drive on a Tuesday. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. How you living?
Living good. And it shows you just kind of how quickly we got to this point with Serena Williams.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people thought she was going to walk out of that match a winner.
Obviously.
And I think that's a bit shocking to people that, Serena fans, not tennis fans, following the story, understand where she's at, and they're like, wait a second, last night she wasn't supposed to win? And no, it was a toss-up, and that's the way they built it up, is this kind of goodbye, big old entrance, all the packages ready to go, and she might not be playing again, and she walks out victorious.
Yeah, 6-3, 6-3, and it was a little sketchy early, and she labored, and now she gets the number 2 seed in that Kotobat, and I ran through that name because I'm not certain on it. She looked good. How's she going to top the outfit, first of all? The black with all the sequins and the shiny, and her daughter Olympia was in the same kind of little mini-me outfit. I don't know how she tops that. JJ, it was. You know I'm a sap for this stuff. I'm a total sap. I think, Marie, are you emotional like that? I mean, do you?
Yes.
So I did. Addie left. She had to go back over to her mom's, and I wanted her to see it, but she left. It was a little after 7. It was in the final game, and so it was good because she didn't have to see her dad tear up like I did. I tear up at that crap. I'm such a sap. When they bring out Gail, what's the woman from CBS that came out and did it? Gail, all right, I don't remember her last name. And they do the whole ceremony, and they do the Oprah thing. The Oprah video was really good, and they had Billie Jean King come out there, and I'm like, wait a minute, but she's still got to play. And JJ, to your point, this is how quickly we've got here. I don't think anybody gives her a chance to get through the next match on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, against the 2 seed in the second round. But nobody wanted to see her go out losing the first match, right? Win one. I mean, I'm a firm believer in magic in sports, and this would be incredibly magical. But boy, it's a tough one to think that it's going to happen that way.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to come to an end. I think it's great that Serena got the victory last night. She looked good, so at least she can go out not just failing in the first round matchup of the U.S. Open.
Just being there to be there.
Opportunity, yes, because that's always the concern. And Serena talked about that after the match, and this is a really tough place to be in because she's still competing, and she has to focus on this next match. But she also understands that the hardest decision, she said this, the hardest decision is stepping away. And so you're contemplating all that, you're trying to live with that, because she doesn't want to hang on too long. And so she's got all this stuff running through her mind, and she looked pretty good.
Yeah, she looked good after she kind of got into her groove and figured it out. So she's a winner. I want to get into it, and we'll get into more of what she means. But the fact that all those people were there, from Bill Clinton sitting with Dr. Ruth, which, go ahead and make your jokes. That should be pretty good for you. To all these stars and athletes and superstars.
Mike Tyson hanging out with.
I don't know.
Lady with a little dog right beside him.
Yeah. You're allowed to bring your dog into the stadium? It's crazy.
Emotional support dog.
I see him on the plane all the time. All the time. So I want your thoughts on that. Here's what we're doing today. Guest list. 7:15, Jerry Kill, New Mexico State's football coach. So that's coming up here in about I don't know, a little less than 10 minutes. We'll talk about the Aggies' game last week against Nevada and turn it around. They're not playing tomorrow. They're going to Minnesota, his old stomping grounds, going back up to play the Golden Gophers. And so we'll talk to him about that matchup. So that's coming up at 7:15. We'll take your phone calls. We're going to get into the Jimmy Garoppolo situation, and we'll get into quarterbacks, and we're going to get into everything that's going on in Major League Baseball. Lobo football is now 5 days away. They play on, what was it, 4 days away. They play on Saturday. They'll have their first in-season Tuesday media gathering today out at University Stadium and see what Danny Gonzalez has to say. He was with us yesterday as they get set to go there. So we got a lot to do for you at 505-246-0610. Surprised at all that Jim Garoppolo will stay with the Niners, restructured contract. It includes a no-trade clause. They can't franchise him. It's worth $6.5 million guaranteed. It can get up to $16 million, depending on how much he plays. Surprised that he ended up there?
No, there's zero market for Jimmy Garoppolo. Teams might have been interested, but this is, I think, best case scenario for San Francisco. They have a security blanket. Something happens to Trey Lance, or he just absolutely falls on his face, and 5-6 games in, you're like, we can't do this. I don't anticipate that happening.
I don't either.
But I think you could also see the reality from Jimmy Garoppolo going, yeah, teams aren't chopping at the bit, and it might not be great even if I hit the open market to go be a backup on an average team when he knows that, hey, if I'm quarterbacking this team, we're usually pretty good.
So if you'd have asked me 2 months ago, I'd have said surprised, right? If you'd asked me 2 days ago, I would have said not surprised, the way this thing evolved. So was I surprised in the moment? No, I wasn't surprised in the moment that this happened. But I would have been, in the long term, I was surprised on this. I don't know if there's no market for him. I know that there was no market at that price point. And what Jim Garoppolo's contract was, there was nobody who wanted to go out and trade for Jim Garoppolo and pay the, what was it, $27 million, whatever the number was. It just wasn't there. If he'd have hit the free agent market tomorrow, there would have been plenty of action on him. There would have been plenty of interest. Now, as a starting quarterback, no, probably not. As we hit this point in camp, and we're over with camp. Everybody's set. If that was it, but I thought it was a tough situation because he was a quarterback that might have been desired, but not desired at that number. There's just no way.
Not at that number, and not even to negotiate it down.
Right.
Because San Francisco could have picked up his salary. We just saw that happen with Baker Mayfield. And so I think it's a bit of a reality check for Jimmy Garoppolo that no one even wanted to negotiate with San Francisco for him. They're like, we'll just wait this out. Because all the pressure is on the 49ers.
Right.
So I really think that market was slim to none for Jimmy Garoppolo. Because no one even said, you know what, let's do a 50-50. You want to cut that salary in half, bring Jimmy G in. They didn't even get to that point in any reports or negotiations in the discussion. And this is a big hit because he goes from just over $20 million to
$6.5
agreeing to $6.5 million contract for this next season. But for Jimmy Garoppolo, ultimately this does make the most sense. Why not be on a team that they still do trust you if they need you to play quarterback? The fact that this team, he's comfortable, they know they can win, or go be a backup on.
Yeah. So
name your place.
It's a hit, but it's more than zero. If he gets cut, he gets nothing. He's made a bunch of money, and it's still $6.5 million guaranteed with roster bonuses. He'll make probably at least 8, 9, and potentially up to 16. So it's not like you're worried about Jim and is he going to be able to buy male grooming products?
Now,
right? He's going to be okay.
Yeah, but it is a bit of a weird off season for him because he wasn't doing anything with the team. He wasn't in meetings. I know he was rehabbing, but he wasn't at practices. And they know him, so he's going to come back in. It's not anything new. But it's that dynamic of, all right, well, Jimmy G is here. This is still Trey Lance's team. It has to be. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to go through some bumps in the road because of the draft capital you gave up, just like Trey Lance. You cannot be itching to put Jimmy Garoppolo into the lineup in the first few games.
All right, 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. When we return, Jerry Kill scheduled to be with us. The New Mexico State head football coach will look back at last Saturday's game against Nevada and move forward to Minnesota. That's coming up next. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, A-Marie, and Adrian on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Channel.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Everguard Roofing and Solar. For nearly 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been working with New Mexicans to enhance their homes and businesses. For all your roofing and solar needs in New Mexico, call 505-821-9543. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service.
Season. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Back to your phone calls in a little bit. Aggies, I thought looked at times very good. Obviously, it was mistakes that cost them the game yesterday or on Saturday. Turnovers. 23-12, Nevada beats New Mexico State. The head football coach at New Mexico State is Jerry Kill. He joins us this morning on the opening drive. Good morning, Jerry. How you doing?
Just trying to get our young men ready to go. I think we're the only team in the country, maybe ever, that have to play 2 games in 1 week. So, you look at, we played Saturday and we turn around and play, Thursday. That's not even a week's time. So we'll have a 2-game start on everybody. It may not be in the win columns all the time, but we'll have 2 games in, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're going to play 2 before most people play 1. Hey, Jerry, I'm going to oversimplify this because I understand turnovers, missed field goal, missed opportunities. Is it way too oversimplified, and is it wrong to say catch the football and you probably win that football game the other night?
Well, I think there's a couple of things. First of all, our kids played hard, and that's half the battle. And I worried about a lot of things going in because we knew nothing about our kids. But they played hard for 4 quarters. We did some good things. I think the lightning delay did hurt us. It's not an excuse, but it did hurt us a little bit. We had some kids play very well defensively. We played good enough to win.
Yeah.
But as you said, you can't turn the ball. I mean, I've been in this game 40 years. You can't turn the ball over 5 times, and everybody wants to blame everybody. But you're right on. We had balls bouncing off people and ball in the air, and somebody picks it. And you really look at it, it's not only a turnover, it's really a loss of possession and a turnover. So it's about 10 things right there, and you just can't win games like that. I've been around long enough. If we have 2 turnovers, we probably can get away with it and we win a game. But 5, you're not going to do it. And certainly, the thing that came good out of the game is our kids played hard, and we played for 4 quarters, and and still had a chance to be in the game. So I will say that we played hard, and we know a lot more about our team.
Yeah, I think that's right. I was impressed, certainly, defensively. I don't even think it was just the turnovers. And I'm sure you logged the drops. I don't know how many there were. I'm going to guess there were 8 or 9. And it wasn't just the 2 that turned into turnovers. You had one in the flat that goes for a bunch of yards, a screen set up. You had one over the middle where your receiver is pass. He's probably running to the end zone if he catches the football. And look, it's the first game, and it's not easy to catch. I get it. But a lot of times your quarterbacks, both of them, put the ball where it needed to be, and gave them an opportunity to make plays.
Yeah, they did, and we just, like I said, we got guys that can run, we got guys that can do some good things, but you can't, as NFL scout I was talking about the other day, you can run 4.6 in the league, and if you can catch the ball, you're going to have a job for a long time, and you just can't drop balls, and and I don't want to blame it. We got some young people playing there. Yeah. I mean, we had freshmen throwing freshmen, but to win games, you can't. When you have that many opportunities, there's probably at least 4 scores left out there on wide open things that are going to score touchdowns, and we didn't do it. But there was a lot of hard things to take away from the game, a lot of good things to take away from the game, and the most proud I am is we got to come out Sunday in practice, and we came out last night in practice, and the kids are very focused, and we had our best practice all year yesterday. So, the kids, they understand, and it's good that while I'm older, and we have done this before, that they understand, what they need to do, and we got to go out and, I just want to see us get better.
Jerry Kill is New Mexico State's football coach. He's with us this morning on the opening drive.
Jerry, what did you see from your quarterbacks, and what can they learn from that experience against Nevada?
Well, I think that, the big thing is one, we got to play like we did in the first quarter, because we won a lot of games doing that, except we got to score 10 points. We should have 10 points on the board. But as far as quarterback play goes, is that I think that, adversity, I think they both learned that there's going to be adversity playing that position and with their team, and they got to be able to be strong leaders and be able to battle back from those adversities, and sometimes that's very hard to do. I think they've got to continue to gain confidence in the offensive line, who, only gave up 1 sack, and, last year we gave up a ton of them, so, they gave up 1 sack and trusting their offensive line, and then going back and and the mistakes and checks and things we could have got into. They got to learn from him, but it's a learning curve for them too. I mean, both of them. And I thought the true freshman that came in and Gavin came in and lit a spark and showed some things that he can do. And so I felt really good about what he did when he came in, and showed people what kind of athlete he is. And then with Diego, I think a lot of people want to, he didn't play very good. He threw this and threw that. Well, all them interceptions weren't on him. He had a couple that were on him, but there was 3 that bounced in the air. So we got to make sure we keep his confidence up too, because we're going to need both of them, as the year goes. So there's a lot to learn from that first game. There's no question. I don't care who you play, where you play, what level you play. You learn a lot, and then you get better from there.
Jerry, is a situation where you just said you're going to need both of them. There's a chance that both guys got to be ready to play every week for you?
Yeah, there's no question about that. But with what we do, depth-wise, the whole thing, both those guys are good players, and they both have strengths and weaknesses and so forth. And, like I said, probably the surprising thing to me is how, for us, with Gavin is that he's a true freshman, and he went in there and didn't act like a true freshman, and that's a big plus for us. And then Diego is Diego.
Jerry, I was looking at the notes that your SID put out for this week's game, and there is no depth chart. Did you decide which quarterback you're going to start on Thursday in Minnesota?
We have no depth charts because Minnesota didn't give us a depth chart.
Okay, fair enough.
That's why there's no depth chart out there. I mean, it's not like I tell you guys, not going to be a lot of change off of it, except hope we can catch a ball. And but we've changed some things. Maybe play some more receivers instead of maybe have fresher bodies might help us and play more kids. We'll play a lot more kids this game. But they didn't give us a depth chart, so why should we give them one? So,
fair enough.
As far as quarterback thing goes, is that I don't really want to say anything, but we didn't say anything to any quarterback or anything. We just went to practice, and a guy one of them stepped in there, acting like he's going to take it over. So it kind of took care of itself without us saying anything. So I'd rather not say who that was.
We'll tune in on Thursday night on the Big Ten Network. Jerry Kill's with us for a few more minutes. All right, going back to Minnesota for you, you had so much success there. I got to believe when you took this job and looked at the schedule, you looked at it and maybe shook your head. Emotionally for you, and I know you'll tell me it's about your football team, but for you going back there, success, there's been a lot of stuff written about the current coach and all of those things. For you, what does this trip and going back to that place mean for you?
Well, I said, first of all, you're right. When I got the job, I go, how can we play 2 games in 1 week?
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody in college football's ever done that. And maybe they have. I'd like to know who it was. I could give you some advice. And so we don't need to even be playing the game. We're playing it. We don't get any money out of the game. That's the second thing. And the third thing is going back to a place that, I coached. And so none of those things really make a whole lot of sense, but it is what it is. And, my granddaughter, my family, they're all going to come up, and so there's some, I don't know, I never got over Minnesota. I was at the top of my career, and it was boom. And so there's some tough feelings, just that I had to deal with, not with people. I'm talking about just myself, and going through what we went through, because you think about it, you're on top of your career. I was like the number 2 guy on Nebraska's list the year before, and at the very top, and then boom, it's over with. But that's how life is. And now I'm back, and I'm enjoying that, kind of where I'm at. The kids are helping the town, and all that. So I just got to concentrate and focus on our kids, and everybody could like to say, well, I'll think about it a little bit. It's I imagine there'll be a lot of weird feelings, walking back in that stadium. But, and even the kickoff kicks off, everybody forgets all those kind of things and you just play ball.
Jerry, are you an emotional guy? Does stuff like that get to you? I mean, I was just talking about, I'm emotional. I cried watching Serena Williams last night, right? I mean, stuff like that gets to me. Are you an emotional guy when it comes to stuff like that?
I keep a lot of stuff inside me, to tell you the truth. But I can be. I mean, but, I was emotional when I couldn't coach anymore. Very emotional. If you see that press conference, I'm sure it's online somewhere. So, yeah, I can be emotional. I think everybody's emotional at one time or the other, even if you keep things inside of you. But, I'll hold it together. I'm getting old, so you get old, you don't show much anymore.
Yeah, you're not that old.
But anyway, I think I'm a little bit of both.
Jerry, what did that do for you when you came back to coaching? Did you have a different view of how to handle things, of what you want to do with your time this time around as a head coach?
Oh, absolutely. But what helped me is I went to Manhattan and Virginia Tech, and I went to TCU, and then I was intern coach at TCU. So all those things prepared me how all these young people react nowadays, because they changed a lot since I was at Minnesota, let me tell you.
Is it? I know it's a disadvantage turning around so quickly, right? The 4-day turnaround. But you've played a game they have not. You know a little about your team. He probably has more questions. Is that a little advantage for you, or because I get it? They're a Big Ten team. They're picked third in their division. You're up against a really good football team on the road, and they're opener on Thursday night. Is there any advantage at all for you having played a game?
I think it's pretty much, no, I don't know if it's a big advantage, just because we play, just the fact that a lot of it will be how fast we can play. You know what I mean? It's been hard to practice, you couldn't practice on Sunday much, and we practiced yesterday, and we're not going to be in shoulder pads the whole week because we can't be. And I worry about our fatigue and tiredness and that kind of stuff, and I think that evens that out a little bit.
Fair enough. You get 3 of these games.
You got an advantage or anything.
Yeah, you get 3 of these games. Kids get excited for this. They get this. They get Wisconsin. They get Missouri. Over the years, I've heard players tell me those are the games they remember. Years after their career, they love going to these big stadiums, these big atmospheres, and a team like New Mexico State, who's playing as an independent, gets to go into a Big Ten stadium. Do you look in the kids' eyes and see what do you see when you look in your kids' eyes this week?
Well, yesterday, we had a great, like I said, probably our best practice, and it was a great concentration. And, I think that as a coach, I won a lot of those games. When I was at Northern Illinois, I got the Minnesota job because we beat them by about 3 touchdowns. So you never know what's going to happen. And, you just go play. And, I was telling kids, that's like a bowl game. What the hell? We're traveling to, we're the underdogs. We're going to be the underdogs all year anyway, but it's like going to a bowl game. I get to go to a bowl game. We're traveling 3 hours and, staying in a nice hotel and playing at night. We're on TV and shoot. It's like a bowl game. We got 3 bowl games already. And so that's how I treat it.
Yep. Good luck, Jerry. Appreciate it. Sounds like, Aggie fans that called yesterday, they said disappointed but optimistic. That's what we kind of got from Aggie fans, right? They're disappointed they didn't get the result, but optimistic of what they saw. It kind of sounds that's where you are coming out of week 1, going into week 2. Appreciate the conversation.
Well, I think we all got to, I think people got to all be realistic. I mean, you have to look at the track record we've had at doing this. And, this stuff, they didn't get this way overnight. They have been this way a long time, except for a couple spells. And you're not going to change a culture. I mean, a whole culture, that's including everybody, along with football. You're not going to change in 1 year. Nick Saban can't do that. Yeah. And if he came here, so you have to be patient. And the ones that are patient and stick with us will be rewarded. I've always said that, and it's always happened.
Yep.
But I've been places where we were 1-10 the first year. Bill Snyder was 1-2 first year. You know, we've been in places where we've been able to. When I went to Minnesota, we were 3-8 first year. We found a way to win 3 games, and we were terrible. You know, the first year. Northern Illinois, it happened quicker because we had older kids, and we went to bowl game first year. So I got a list of criteria out there, and when they figure out that list, they'll start doing some things, winning games. But I love this place, love the area, and the people just got to be a little bit patient, but they got to hang in there and support us too.
Jerry, safe travels, and good luck to you. We'll catch up with you next Tuesday. Appreciate the time. Be well.
Absolutely. Take care.
Jerry Kill, Aggie football coach, and they're on their way to Minnesota. It's a lot there. Let's talk about that when we come back. A lot there on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
This message.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Everguard Roofing and Solar. For nearly 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been working with New Mexicans to enhance their homes and businesses. For all your roofing and solar needs in New Mexico, call 505-821-9543. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am an Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite
Mexico State. And the Jerry Kill piece is not irrelevant. There's no secret that Jerry Kill and PJ Fleck, the head football coach at Minnesota, don't like each other. What's the quote you just read me out of? What was it, St. Paul Pioneer Press?
Yeah, from Jerry Kill. He said, quote, "As far as my personal feelings, I'm not taking him to dinner. I'll tell you that." And PJ Fleck, Minnesota coach, addressed on Friday saying that he'll shake his hand at midfield if he's there.
And PJ said some stuff about having to change the culture that Jerry Kill left behind. They don't like each other. And you know, obviously there's some feelings with Jerry. I asked him, you know, are you an emotional guy? Do you get emotional? And it sounds like, you know, he's put some thought into this, and it's a tough one to get over. His health certainly was the major factor in him not being at Minnesota when he was forced to leave there. But Jerry Kill was at the top of this profession, or at least rising towards the top of this profession. He had Minnesota in a place that Minnesota hadn't been very often. Like he said, he was number 2 on the list for Nebraska, which was a bigger job than it is now. Was that when, who got the job then? After Frank Solich? Was that when Mike Riley got it, or when Bo Pelini got it? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But you can tell there's a lot there, and there'll be more written in the next 2 days, and about PJ Fleck and Jerry Kill's relationship. And I just said to you, do you think if PJ gets the opportunity to run it up, he will?
Yeah, you hear Jerry, and that's a giant what if. He said that was the best moment in his career, at the top, being at Minnesota. And it was taken away from him, and it had nothing to do with football.
Nothing. Yeah. I have never seen. Now, I've looked at every team's game notes. I don't know that I've ever seen game notes come out and the depth chart pages are blank. Have you?
No. I know that there's notes without depth charts. I've seen that. But just straight up blank page is a straight message back. All right, you don't give us a depth chart.
Why would we give you one?
You're going to have to go through the film and make one yourself.
Yeah, or find last week's. The quarterback situation, JJ, you know, he didn't tell us, but he said one of them basically took charge. Do you have an idea who you think it is? Is Gavin Frakes, Diego Pavia, one of them took charge?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
Because Diego, everything you've seen, you've read,
leader.
It feels like he's that guy.
Yeah.
He can come in. But I think for Frakes, being a true freshman, all of a sudden, you led a touchdown drive. You had 2 really good throws. You're spinning it.
See what happens.
He could have shown up with an entirely different attitude of practice.
Just a completely new swagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel exactly what you just said. Diego's probably been running with the ones. Diego's a leader. Diego's the guy. He was the one coming, all last week, and they got out yesterday. And Jerry, what did he say? One of them just kind of assumed the role, took care of itself. And I can see Gavin Frakes coming in with that swagger and saying, all right, let's finish this off. Like, I got this. I'm your guy. He did say he's going to need both of them. I don't know if that means both of them are going to play every game. I don't know if there's going to be a rotation. I think he's going to ride the hot hand. If, for instance, he plays, just pick one. If he plays Gavin Frakes and Gavin plays well, I think this week you see them both. I think absolutely this week you see them both. Right? And then the next week is UTEP. Right? Now I can see somebody establishing themselves in the UTEP game, and then you got to go to Wisconsin. I mean, this is a tough start, man.
It's survival. And Jerry Kill said that before the season. They have to find a way to survive the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, it's a tough run. But I could see, if Diego goes in there and starts well. But this week is going to be a tough one. You're playing a different breed. Is Minnesota the best team in America? No. But they're one of the better teams in the Big Ten, right?
I know what Vanderbilt did to Hawaii.
63-10. Vanderbilt's maybe the
Minnesota's
worst.
better than Vanderbilt. But it's a team, you look at it, a young team in a rebuild. That's New Mexico State.
It's scary, and they got 3 of these. Yeah, they got 3.
If whoever starts is somehow playing really well, you keep them going, but I think this is also throw both those dudes out there. Get that experience. Everyone talks about minutes and reps. Well, here you go, man. You want to find out what it's like playing big-time college football? You're going to make mistakes. Can you respond to those mistakes in the moment?
I worry about a little bit. There's some teams that might be able to handle playing 3 of these games, going to Minnesota, going to Wisconsin, going to Missouri. And I'm not telling you this team can't, because I just don't know. I don't know the makeup of this team. When it's a young team like this, how do you just want to make sure they don't get discouraged?
Well, Missouri's the second to last game of the season.
So and then you go UMass after that or something?
Liberty.
Yeah.
So you have a stretch where you're at UMass, then you play Lamar.
Yeah.
You have.
And that's where you hopefully get some confidence.
Yeah. So it's at UTEP, which we just mentioned, at Wisconsin, then it's Hawaii, FIU, New Mexico, San Jose State, UMass, Lamar. So it's a chance.
Manageable.
Yes. To get some confidence back, because you're not playing 3 straight games, and this isn't a money game.
Was it a home and home? Didn't they get Minnesota at their place a few years ago? Maybe it was a home and home. Yeah, so they're not even getting paid for this one. Yeah. All right, 505-246-0610. Aggie fan, so you just heard your coach. What do you think? And this can be an interesting week. Short week, 2 games in a week. The emotions there. Their coach doesn't like your coach doesn't like their coach. They're probably better than you. Not probably. I mean, they're right. What do you got? Because it's Thursday. It's 2 days away. 505-246-0610. Your emails coming in. Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. Yeah, that was.
Bless you.
I almost pushed the sneeze button at the wrong time. Yeah. All right. Hey, your computer systems. You know this. If you're a business, your computer systems are essential to your business. Your network, your remote access, you need them every single day. You need to know 3 things, right? You want to know your systems work, your system is secure, and you want to know how much it's going to cost. ABQIT knows that as well. In fact, ABQIT created a business model with your business in mind. They will monitor your computers. They'll monitor your network. So what they do is they keep everything operating. They watch for any activity that's malicious. They protect your operation, and they'll do it at one predictable cost. You know what you're going to pay at the end of the month. Whether they come out and have to spend a bunch of time repairing, fixing, replacing, or best case scenario, you don't see them at all, you get one bill and you know what it's going to be. So do you get currently several bills? One from the internet provider, and then there's a cyber security company, and another when you buy new equipment. ABQIT does it all at one cost. There's no hourly rate or labor billing. There's no hidden fees or out-of-scope charges. Your rate will be predictable and will not change. You own a business? Take the time, get a free assessment. I'm telling you, this is worth your time. Get a free assessment from ABQ IT, and you won't have to worry about computer problems again. Visit abq-it.com. abq-it.com. No more worrying about your computer systems when you do business with ABQ IT.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Everguard Roofing and Solar. For nearly 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been working with New Mexicans to enhance their homes and businesses. For all your roofing and solar needs in New Mexico, call 505-821-9543. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
You rowing the boat?
What did you think of PJ Fleck? Like, are you a PJ Fleck guy? Rowed a boat.
It works. Now, the whole culture war between PJ Fleck and Jerry Kill is interesting, but which coach doesn't come in and say that?
What do you mean? Change the culture? Well, Jerry kind of just did.
Yeah.
Right?
You just said it about New Mexico State. Now, I think Jerry was like, hey, this wasn't bad. Like, I didn't leave because of football reasons. So, chill about talking about the culture.
Yeah.
But even, I think, a good program, it's kind of, it's a crutch for a coach. Talk about culture and establishing identity and the foundation we want. That's what you say.
Everybody who comes in, right, says that. And like Jerry just said, this place didn't get this down by, just overnight. It's been 57 years of mostly that. He didn't say that. I just did. It's interesting, man. There's an issue between Jerry Kill and PJ Fleck, and it's going to get played up more. When he gets there, the Big Ten Network, I don't know if Dave Revson or whoever's doing the game for the Big Ten Network, but it's going to be a big storyline because I think the Big Ten Network thinks, you just look at it, it's a 36-point spread.
Exactly. Like, we're in that second half of that game, and if it's out of control, go into the head coaches.
It's going to all be about that. And they've got the Jerry Kill stuff lined up.
How'd it go from Northern Illinois, PJ Fleck, up-and-coming coach, working with Jerry Kill, to this?
Yeah. It's literally going to get down to, 100%. But you can't get into the Star Tribune either. You got a subscription to the Star Tribune because there's a whole story on it there. It's all right if you don't. But
I don't.
But the headline is will Fleck get the handshake he wants from Kill after the opener?
So the story I was referencing.
Okay.
For you.
PJ Fleck said in 10 years the head coach, PJ Fleck's the head coach of Minnesota, he's always shaken the opposing coach's hand. Will that streak be broken by animosity when the Gophers play New Mexico State on Thursday? Like somehow PJ's the good guy here because our guy, the local guy's the good guy. PJ's had plenty of part in getting this to where it is. If you start going back and looking at some of the stuff that PJ Fleck said and did, and
well, I wonder what else is there.
Yeah.
Because Jerry took that as a personal shot when he referenced culture. But I don't know if there's been an introductory press conference that a coach hasn't used that word.
Well, but you want to put in my I want to put in my culture. It's a tough one. All right, 505-246-0610. Bruce said, did Kill talk about wearing NMSU gear instead of generic unmarked polo? No, he did not. Nor did we ask him. I think that's kind of a given almost always for a head coach. Bruce wants to know Lobo football attendance equals Albuquerque baseball. Jeff, yesterday there was some guy in the big stick already pushing the narrative. The next step of Lobo football's rebuild is 25,000 plus in the stadium. Tonight, when I tune into the broadcast, Sushan is going to remind me the baseball team leads your league in attendance and is fourth in all of AAA. Yet with all those fans, they've not been bowl eligible since 2013. What's your point? That fans don't equal winning? I guess I don't understand. Yeah, fans, good crowd doesn't equal winning. I think winning equals better crowds. A plus B might not equal C, but B plus A might equal C. Does that make sense? Big crowds don't equal winning, but I think winning should equal bigger crowds.
And I think that's kind of what you're talking about is a lot of people are in show me, then I'll go.
100%.
Instead of the other way around.
Yeah. And look, I'm not expecting a huge crowd this weekend for New Mexico, Maine. I'm expecting a decent crowd. What does that mean? I'd love to see 20,000. I mean, would that make you feel better? 20,000 in there?
Be a good day.
Right? Against Maine, and then more against Boise State. Boy, the Boise State thing, though, you got, La Cueva's got homecoming. Albuquerque Academy's got their only night game. I don't know if those two take away from you. But there's Friday night's tough. But it is what it is. Hopefully people come out on Friday night. Next week's going to be a big deal, and then certainly the week after that against Utah. Hopefully there aren't a lot of events scheduled against that. 505-246-0610. 888-922-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com. JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. All right, we're going to get into some NFL stuff. You got responses on Jerry Kill, Jim Garoppolo, Serena last night. Did you watch that? Because that was emotional. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, A-Marie, Adrian. On 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
Jerry.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Everguard Roofing and Solar. For nearly 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been working with New Mexicans to enhance their homes and businesses. For all your roofing and solar needs in New Mexico, call 505-821-9543.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection.
Way better for him, so it's way better for everybody. I mean, look, I got it, man. Like you've got your thing. You want to watch. You and Sid want to watch the game on Monday. I got it. That's cool. But it's not better for everybody else. It just, with all due respect, it's not better for everybody else. And as much as Clark was just telling me this, and I don't remember this. He said in 2005, Lobos opened the season on Monday afternoon, Labor Day, hotter than hot. A noon game against UNLV. They won and then went on the road on Saturday and beat Missouri. And they started out 3-0, ended up 6-5. He just told me all this. And I'm like, all right, well, cool. How many people are going to a Labor Day game at 5 o'clock on Monday of Labor Day weekend? They're just not.
They're not.
I'm just like
majority. No.
You got work tomorrow. The weekend's over. You're not. And as much as you want,
usually it's the last weekend of summer, but I know Albuquerque's different when it comes to school schedule. But there's so much. No.
Yeah.
No.
It's not bad. It's better for those two gentlemen. It's just not better overall. Okay. I guess we need to hit this. Well, no, well, it's just such every aspect of this story, the Matt Araiza story, is troublesome. The alleged victim and her father have spoken. Matt Araiza's family has spoken. Yesterday, J.D. Wicker and Brady Hoke, the athletic director and the head football coach at San Diego State, held a press conference. And JJ, they read their statements, and their statements were basically, look, I mean, this is an active investigation. It's ongoing. Brady said, I'm not providing specific information about the case. I want to reinforce that we have to and continue to support the criminal investigation done by San Diego Police Department, and we support the district attorney's review of the case. That was reported, what was reported to have happened should never happen, ever. That shouldn't happen to anyone. And what's been important to us is that anyone who violates or violated the law or university policies be held accountable, end quote. Basically, what San Diego State is saying is, look, the San Diego Police Department instructed us to not open an investigation until theirs is done. And so we complied with what San Diego Police Department requested. So they, you and I were just talking about this off the air. You said, how can they not be prepared? I think they were prepared going in. They have their statements, and the media obviously was not satisfied.
They weren't prepared to
handle the questions.
Just sit there, and it's a worse look for you because no one's going to read that story in depth, like you are, like we're about to talk about it. It's going to be 80 head coach walkout when questioned.
Well, that were the headlines. I mean, I saw Ryan Tomari. He that was his tweet. That's how I found out about it. Yeah. Wow, they walked out of the press conference. That's a bad look. Then I went back and read the whole story. So you're right.
They should have never gotten up and walked out. You have to address it. Say this is our statement. This is the way we're going to answer every one of these questions.
And if it's the same answer, it's the same answer every time.
Yes, but we're going to have to sit there and take it.
That's probably right.
Because now,
as uncomfortable as it is,
people are like, wait, you just walked out on that when you were questioned about it, when you're pressed on it, and that's the way you're going to handle it?
So I'm looking at the ESPN site. I'm looking at the CBS site. The clickbait headline is, the officials walk out on press conference. Now, they both came back. The headline on the story is San Diego State defends handling of gang rape allegation inquiry. Says school followed guidance from local police. But to your point, and you know Brady a little bit. I know both Brady and JD a little bit. And JD's a pretty prepared guy. He's a pretty buttoned up guy. It's a horrible look because it's a horrible allegation, right? There's no way anybody's looking good in this. I mean, what's the answer? I guess the answer is if they knew this when it happened. Was it 2021? Is it October? Halloween 2021? Is that when it allegedly happened? I guess the answer is you found out and they should have been removed from the team then? Is that the answer? And I'll listen to
and
that.
this is tough for a collegiate athlete. It's different. For the pros, they can go, oh, we're going to let the process play out, or we can put you on. It's not, what is it, administrative leave essentially? The commissioner's exempt list. Well, guess what? You're a punter. You're not going to get the benefit of going on the commissioner's exempt list. If you're the quarterback or running back or big-time defensive playmaker, probably. And so I know there's a lot of frustration from Matt Araiza and, of course, his family and all this because they're not going to back up the punter in the NFL for doing this. And a lot of it is timing. And this is because we've seen stories where it has gone the other way. Mm-hmm. And athletes in sports are used to cover up bad things. And so that's why there's always this immediate reaction back and forth. And, yeah, once it gets out there in the court of public opinion, unfortunately, people come down immediately. But I think the thing for San Diego State is you just hope that with whatever report was there, that they did everything that was expected of them in terms of addressing it, getting it where it needed to be.
What's expected? If San, and I'm not sure I know the answer. If these allegations came down, the San Diego police and the district attorney came in and said, hey, you guys stand by, don't open your investigation until we're done. We don't want these cross-secting, we don't want them intersecting, we don't want... I'm not even going to pretend to know policing and detective work when it comes to this point. But what they're saying is the San Diego Police Department told us to not do anything, not open our investigation until they are done with theirs. So if that's the case, what should San Diego State have done?
And I was thinking about, all right, what does this mean for the student athlete in these situations? And if San Diego State did know about it, like after the fact, that it's ongoing, is there a way?
Well, they knew, obviously, there was the allegation.
So is there a way that for a student athlete that's going through this, do you say, hey, we're gonna
shelve you?
Say you're gonna take your online classes, like so you can keep your eligibility, but we're gonna have to take you off the field. And does that turn into like a red shirt situation? Because you can get waivers for anything these days. NCAA doesn't care. But I think that might be something that needs to be addressed. Is eligibility in these situations while process is ongoing.
I wonder if for this particular athlete who was drafted, was going to get drafted, does that play into it too? Basically, J.D. Wicker, the athletic director, said that the administration, the school administration, opted to obey, is the word, San Diego Police Department's request to delay a campus-led inquiry until the authorities, the police department, the detective, the district attorney, finish their criminal investigation. And so I don't know, man. I'm not going to pretend this isn't my hot zone here. So what is the right way? If the police, the DA, they're saying, hey, you back down until we're done, what do? You mentioned Matt Araiza's family. His parents, Rico and Carrie, or his mom and dad, they put out a statement yesterday, quote, talking about Matt Araiza, quote, he has been extorted, discriminated against, harassed, and the subject of multiple and continuous threats of violence and death. He's been released from his job, and our entire family continues to receive horrific threats of violence and death. We have all been canceled, every member of our family. Salacious rumors grew as fact. There are multiple witness reports to deny the claims that are made against him. The legal system is designed to find the facts and make decisions. They should be allowed to do that, end quote. Look, again, if he's wrongly accused, this is horrific. If he's rightly accused, this is horrific. Every aspect of this is horrible, right? I mean, there's no good part of this. There isn't. I guess yesterday's piece, and this is the tree that comes down. The Buffalo Bills had to deal with it 2 days ago. San Diego State held their game day press conference. They're opening up their new stadium. They're opening their 100th season of football. They're going to Snapdragon Stadium. They got a Pac-12 team coming in. They're all excited. They wanted to talk football, and the media wanted none of that yesterday at their press conference. And
You know what? That's
I
okay.
get it. No, I get it. Look,
Because when it's multiple players and allegations,
I get it.
you got to address that. Because on Saturday, you're going to have your party.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not sure what every one of these cases, and not just because San Diego State or anything else. You listen to both sides try to play it out in public, and I don't know what the truth is. It sounds like something happened just because of what that Ariza is alleged to have said on that phone call that was recorded by the authorities. Something feels like it went down there. I'm a father of a daughter, man, who's about ready to go to college. Like, it freaks me out. But I don't want to be wrongly accused. So I don't know what happened. And it comes down to and I also put myself in a position, if I was an administrator, how would I have handled it? If you're J.D. Wicker, if you're San Diego State, what do you do? If the police says, whatever your town is, if it, gosh forbid, it happens here at UNM. If APD says back down, delay your
I don't
investigation.
think they did anything wrong in that case then. If the police department comes in.
So you think
I think you want to just make sure everything's lined up.
Yeah.
Like the university knows, like the
coach knows,
head coach, athletic director, like your university president. Like there's an ongoing investigation. I think what needs to be addressed and isn't in these situations is what to do with the student athlete.
And why did you play? Why did you take him off?
If there's an ongoing
We're athletes in this play.
Yeah. If there's an ongoing investigation, are you comfortable with them playing, or should you sit them? But then there has to be a conversation of, hey, if this comes out, if nothing happened, get you back on the football field. Maybe it's like a redshirt season, because that's the part that's not in there. Is because if you just take them off the field, they lose all that time.
Let me throw this into, and then we'll take the break. Is there a consideration here, if you take the student athlete off the field, this particular one, and the allegations are false, are you susceptible to a lawsuit that basically you cost him millions in the NFL? Because if you take him off the field,
What's worse, if it's false or if it's true?
no, I understand, but you weigh them. I agree with you 1,000% on that. 1,000%. But
That's what I'm saying is you can
does this
if
weigh
he
into
wants
it?
to play or go pro, you can say, hey, we had to sit you for 8 games, but if you want, this is going to be.
Well, it would have been 3 games, right? This was, maybe 2 and a bowl game. We're talking. This happened on Halloween, but there are 3 games left, 4 games left, max, right? By the time the allegations hit, you go through the next week. We're talking about 2-3 games. 505-246-0610. All of it's disgusting, and I tell you this in every one of these situations. If the allegations are true, it's horrific. And if the allegations are not true, it's horrific. I'm not going to even, you can weigh the horrific. 505-246-0610. Refinance is saved today. You can take a break from paying off your auto loan within 90 days and no payments, and save money on future payments if you make your auto loan with Kirtland Federal Credit Union. What can they help you with today? What is your financial goal? Kirtland Federal Credit Union will get you there if you're looking to buy a car. Competitive rates, unbeatable service. They'll help you drive away in the vehicle you want. Payments with which you can live. Looking to buy a new home? Choose from a wide variety of mortgage programs. Partner with a team of friendly, knowledgeable mortgage experts. Improving your home? You can turn the value of your home into cash. You can use that for home improvements and upgrades and more. And if you're looking to plan for retirement, investing for retirement starts with Kirtland Federal Credit Union Financial Services. Talk to an advisor today. Start walking the path to a confident future. So how can they help today? Stop by any branch or visit them online at kirtlandfcu.org. kirtlandfcu.org. Membership eligibility required. See a representative for complete details.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Everguard Roofing and Solar. For nearly 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been working with New Mexicans to enhance their homes and businesses. For all your roofing and solar needs in New Mexico, call 505-821-9543.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all. Dream style stucco. Stucco is the way to go. A Southwest tradition, beautiful and durable. The perfect combination. Your favorite color, your favorite texture. You're gonna love it when they put it all together. Through any weather, nothing looks better. From the smooth to the rough, they really know their stuff. Nobody does stucco like Dream style stucco.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number.
Got interesting feedback on that. I can answer the do nothing question. Title IX requires an institutional investigation. According to Rudy, he says SDPD, the police department, is full of it in that situation. Okay, this is out of my hot zone. I don't know. I want to ask you about this one. Evidently, Channel 4 ran a story last night about the tree. So the tree, Lobo football, UNM put out a release last Friday, and I guess I didn't know this was an issue. The tree in the southeast corner of University Stadium died and was removed?
It was damaged by storms.
Okay. So it was removed?
Yeah.
All right. Jeff
like
just
split in half.
Okay. Jeff just sent me a text. It says, Lobo football, did you see that BS story last night on Channel 4 about how people won't go to the Lobo game opener because the big shade tree fell with all the rain? Really? It says. They built up the drama how it shaded so many fans, and it's a tradition to watch Lobo football underneath the tree. I've been going to games and played for the Lobos for 40 years. I was unaware this is a tradition. He said it's a great opportunity for Channel 4 to create a sponsorship and all right. I didn't see the story. Did you?
I did not see the video.
Okay, but it said Channel 4 has learned after they put out a press release. I'm glad you guys learned that after they put out a press release. Is that a reason not to go to game? So let me make sure. It's a 6 o'clock start on a Saturday evening, and the reason to not go to a game.
It's like,
are you kidding me?
There's a quote in here about one dude.
What did the dude say?
I don't know if it's. It says, "Quote: That's really too bad. Sounds like it will be hot and sunny, so I probably won't be there." Harrison said. You weren't going to be there anyway.
It's going to be hot and sunny. Hey, Marie, first of all...
Would it help if they put up a tent?
Like what? What goes on?
All right. You guys... It's a 6 o'clock start on a Saturday evening in September, so the sun will be...
Some fans went as far, and they used one quote.
Some folks went as far... Oh, God, help me.
We go to United and Isotope games. What's the difference between being outside?
Maybe that person doesn't go. I don't know the answer. I struggle with this so much. Is this just another? It's too hot. It's too cold. It's too Saturday. It's too Thursday. It's too. I won't go unless it's got to be on Monday, Labor Day, for me to go. Or I mean, what?
It's a little heartbreaking because there's going to be less fans. The good thing...
There's going to be less fans because there's not a damn tree?
The good thing is there'll be more fans in the stands.
I can't even find the story.
This is wild.
Yeah, I'm looking for the story. I can't even find it.
Like, people will migrate over there and sit in the shade and kids play. But it's...
And so now there'll be more room to play over there, right?
It's not affecting attendance because you can't walk over to the tree.
Oh, my God. Okay, again, it's a 6 o'clock, so the sun's going to be going down by
10 hours ago.
30. Should I ask my damn phone what time is sunset on what's it, Saturday? What time is sunset on Saturday?
That was the only place I ever sat because like the seats were right directly in the sun and not very nice. UNM sophomore, Emma Harrison said.
Say that again.
I found the article.
Wait, say that again. The seats were not very nice?
That was the only place I ever sat because, like, the seats were right directly in the sun and not very nice.
Oh, my God. Okay. 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 I've got two people who've already told me that's why Channel 4 is dead last in the ratings. I don't know. I haven't looked at the ratings, but this one's blowing my mind. Of all the things you guys
UNM.
Okay, no,
let's build a giant
bless me
canopy on the west side that goes up and over and just provides shade for everyone.
6 o'clock. The sun's going to go down over the press box. It's going to be shady by 6:30. You're probably not even going to be out of the parking lot by then. Bill, you're not going because of the damn tree? Hi, Bill.
I've never been to a stadium that had trees, so I'm really not understanding this at all.
Oh, I'm not either, and I've been to that stadium for 26 years.
I mean, don't trees get in the way? I mean, I understand, you might have yeah, but I've been to big stadiums, and I mean, there's no trees. Come on, guys. We got more things worried about than this.
Please? All right, sunset officially is 7:30 on Saturday. So, but hold on. You've got the big press box on the other side. It will be shady by 6:30. Yes. You mark my words. I'm going to send you a text at 6:30. When that day, when the sun hits the back end and goes behind the press box.
It will be shady by 6:30.
Maybe 6:37. All right. So, Bill, you've never been in a stadium with a tree. We've talked about more damn trees in stadiums here than ever.
Man, in the desert. But those shady days are perhaps gone for these Lobo fans. That's a quote.
Oh, God. All right, Bill. So are you going?
Some sophomores are quoting from UNM that this was the only place I ever sat.
Yeah. All right. All right. So, Bill, you still going to the game?
No.
All right. Why?
I don't. I live in Edgewood, and I work most of the time, so I don't really get a chance to. I support them as much as I can, but
the tree's not going to keep you away.
I had to call in on the tree because I didn't understand the tree part.
Yeah,
That was it's freaky today. Whatever.
Yeah. All right, Bill. Thanks. I appreciate you. So there's a tree in the south.
It's a unique design.
It is, and I like the tree. I think everybody liked the tree. I'm sure they didn't want to remove the tree.
Because you have the south end of the stadium that's open on each end.
Now you got
So
more
it's a
room
unique
for the kids to
design.
play, right? Now they can roll down the
They'll
hill.
be in the sun and get overheated.
Oh, God.
KOB reported also that as of now there are no plans to replace the tree.
It's got to grow.
Yeah, they're going to bring it. They're going to replant a gigantic tree. Robert, good morning.
Hey, so I've actually sat under the tree a couple different times, but that's not a reason not to go. I can find somewhere else to sit. But it's like I just don't understand the mindset here because it's like, so I grew up in Virginia. Now I got here in '92. I've been going to Lobo games since Rocky Long was the head coach, and back when they were only winning 3 games. So, but it's one of those things where if they want a good team, one, you got to support it. They got to see fans, people who come to look and see what's going on and see if this is the school they want to go to, and they're on their visit, and they see a quarter full stadium, they're going to go, well, why would I want to play there? People got to understand that if you want a good team, you need to go. Go to the game. It's a great product, especially now. I've seen Danny Gonzalez. I've seen some of what they've done. They're working on the defense that Rocky Long made famous, and then on top of that, the offense is looking good. So it's just something that I don't understand.
Nor do I, Robert. All right, appreciate you. All right, Mo said UNM should sell wood plaques made from that tree.
Ooh.
Yeah. People love that tree so much.
Business opportunity.
Yeah, you can buy a plaque and it's signed by Rocky Long and Danny Gonzalez or whoever it is you want to sign it. All right, if you're on the phone, stay there. Are you kidding me? I had no idea. So this is real. People are actually, and it sucks that the tree's not there. Actually, I thought the tree was kind of cool in that southeast corner. It was nice. It was an ambiance. It was kind of a unique little thing. Yeah, it was cool.
That's what happens.
All right, so the tree was damaged during the storms. They had to remove this tree because it was dead.
Well, we'll see if we can get one last shot of it today.
Maybe.
We'll take like a final picture with the tree.
What?
I'm texting you at 6:37 saying, look at the tree. It's in shade.
So what area are you saying is going to be shady? The
And by the way,
section?
then sit on the other damn side of the stadium. No, the tree itself. Like that tree, that area where that tree is, will be in a shade.
I need to.
When the sun goes
It will
down
be
behind that
shaded.
big giant press box, it hits a certain spot on the horizon, there will be shade. Goodness gracious. All right. We'll turn the page. Sunset's getting earlier and earlier every day. You're going into fall, the back end of the year. So you got football, events, holidays. Time to not only feel your best, but to look your best as well. Guys and ladies, New Mail is there for you, as they always are. For the gentlemen, New Mail is there to help you handle things like fatigue and depression, even erectile dysfunction with their industry-leading testosterone replacement. They're also there for you with industry-leading hair replacement options. Guys and ladies, the number's 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688, or you can go online at NewMail. That's NUMALE.com. So you can pick the option that's best for you. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy. It uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle. It stops hair loss and regrows hair. They have an FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser proven to regrow hair. NeoGraft hair transplants, producing natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. The treatments work for both men and women who want a natural, thicker head of hair with no side effects. New Males in Albuquerque. Give them a call at 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688 or online at newmail.com.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the pet supply superstore. ClarksPets.com.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Everguard Roofing and Solar. For nearly 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been working with New Mexicans to enhance their homes and businesses. For all your roofing and solar needs in New Mexico, call 505-821-9543.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50.
I want to preface this.
Yes.
I love this place. Okay, I've been here 26. I love this place. I love the uniqueness of this place. I do. Okay, so please understand. I've chosen to make this my home for over a quarter of a century. I love it here. I've raised my daughter here, but sometimes it blows my mind the obstacles we throw in front of ourselves, and I just, can you imagine any other market in America where we're talking about a tree having to be taken down in a stadium? First of all, is there a tree in stadiums? And there are. There's unique things like that. A tree being taken down because of a storm in a stadium, and people telling me they're not going to the game because of it. I appreciate. Look, it was a cool spot. Like, and the story's not wrong. There were a lot of people, especially on day games, who huddled underneath, gathered. Huddled's not fair. Gathered underneath that tree and watched the game, and it was really cool. And it's a bummer that tree is gone. But really, we got a palm tree in one stadium. We got one coming down in the other stadium.
Ooh, this could start the rivalry.
I'm a fan of both trees, by the way. The text line says, "Wow, more pro UNM reporting." Aggies have a palm tree in the stadium. It's the butt of their jokes. UNM has a tree die in the stadium. It's sad and tragic. UNM football, where even the trees have had enough of watching bad football. All right, the first part was sarcasm. Come on. I just, you guys, can we stop making excuses and reasons why we're going to fail? Please, please, please. Like, this one blows my mind. I'm not going because there's no tree to sit under at a stadium. Hello, Fred.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Hey, good. Hey, I just want to make sure that you got the story straight in regards to. I don't want anybody blaming UNM for just taking this tree.
No, it got damaged by the storm.
1960. That tree went up.
That's what we said.
If I'm not mistaken, it was Yamamoto's donated that tree back in the days. They had all these dignitaries and everybody was around the tree, planting this tree, and it's been there forever. And what happened, they showed it last night. It looked like lightning or something split the tree down the middle, and so they have to remove it. So they're starting today. Hopefully they'll get it removed by the time the game starts. But I think they mentioned, one person mentioned that they wouldn't go to the game because they always sat under the tree for shade, but it wasn't that big a deal about sitting. I just want to make sure everybody knows that they're cutting it down because it's dangerous. That's why they had to do it. But it is something special that's been there for, like I said,
it's very
since
cool.
1960.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Pretty cool. So,
and this is
you see how many hundreds of people on a sunny day or a crowded day that everybody does get under that tree.
Yeah, it's cool.
Pretty cool though. So anyway, that's all. I just want to make sure you didn't blame you and him.
Yeah, nobody is.
They did it because they had
Nobody
to.
is.
Okay, cool.
Thanks.
Okay, see ya.
Yeah, nobody's blaming UNM. The tree got damaged by Mother Nature and has to be removed.
It's an omen for bringing good luck. Stadium was struck by lightning.
I'm looking down my rundown sheet, and I don't see where tree. Where the hell on my rundown sheet today? Where the hell is tree?
It was in the Google Doc.
That's where it is. Damn it. All right, so it is there. So it actually is there.
I didn't think it was going to generate like that much of a reaction.
You should see the way he looked at me right there. He knew it's in that Google Doc every day. It's there every day. All right. The biggest enemy we have is ourselves, says the text line. There's an old African proverb. If there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. It's interesting. You guys, I just feel like sometimes we put up our own obstacles. That's all. That's all I'm telling. And again, I love this place. If I didn't, I would have opted.
You wouldn't be here.
Like I've had opportunities, man.
Would have bounced. Like, peace out. Bye, Felicia.
But sometimes the uniqueness of this place, the obstacles we throw in front of ourselves, like this one. When I got that text this morning, I had no idea. From a former player, someone who I have utmost respect for, who's got a pretty good pulse on things, or hand on the pulse of things. What? And then I read the story. And I'm not going to tell you that story wasn't worth doing. All right, the tree's coming down at University Stadium. I think, to me, it would have been, I would have done it a totally different way. I would have almost done like an obit. I would have found pictures of fans huddled under that tree. Now, that would have taken a little search going through your video archives. But I would have done what Fred did. The history of the tree back in 1960, whatever, the tree was planted by this guy, and there was a big ceremony back then, and ever since then, it's become a gathering place for Lobo football fans. Oh, I love the tree. We love there. Unfortunately, it was damaged by the storms, and it's coming down, and so now there'll be a void in the southeast corner of the stadium, and are there plans? It wouldn't be, well, now people aren't going. But there's a lot of ways to tell a story, right?
There are.
I'm not telling you the story wasn't worth telling. Just blows my mind sometimes. It really, but it got you guys going. If a tree falls in University Stadium and no one is there, did it make noise? Thanks, from John. Okay. Get a chainsaw artist to carve a Lobo into that. Oh, that's a good one. So I was looking back at some of my old eye challenges. And one of the ones I did was a chainsaw. So you've seen the guys who carve bears out of logs? And I went out to this place out in Edgewood, I think it was, years ago. And the guy had all these, chainsaw art. He's like, all right, here you go. And I was trying to make a smiley face. I mean, how do you start doing that? That's an idea. Get a chainsaw artist, and what's left of the stump, can you make art out of it? All right. So you got options. All right, we got a break. 505-246.
Got to break like a tree.
505-246-0610. We're breaking like a tree. I got a Jason email. I got all kinds of stuff from you. You're ringing the phones. Keep them coming. It's the opening drive. I'm Jeff Symbieta along with JJ Buck, A. Marie. Adrian's producing on ProView Networks. Watch the show on Comcast Channel 26 and on our Facebook page, The OD in the AM. It's 95.9 FM. And AM 610, the sports animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game, from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Everguard Roofing and Solar. For nearly 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been working with New Mexicans to enhance their homes and businesses. For all your roofing and solar needs in New Mexico, call 505-821-9543.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company. Dream style stucco. Stucco is the way to go. A Southwest tradition, beautiful and durable. The perfect combination. Your favorite color, your favorite texture. You're gonna love it when they put it all together. Through any weather, nothing looks better. From the smooth to the rough, they really know their stuff. Nobody does stucco like Dream style stucco.
option is becoming. Dan's like down with that. Carving a Lobo out of it. Mo says I got a plaque from Pitt wood floor. Why not, sell chunks of the tree? I actually really like that idea. Jeff's like, what other market? And that's what I say. Can you imagine L.A. or New York stationed a story on a tree and people weren't going to the USC or UCLA game? They'd be laughed out of the market. No, that's right. Now, granted, they're getting a few more people at their game. I honestly, because I'm so surprised by this one. Like, I saw the story on Friday. The tree was coming down. It was a bummer. I felt bad. I liked the tree. I liked the ambiance that the tree had, set for the stadium. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was collegiate. I thought I liked the tree. It's a bummer that the tree's coming down. And it's a bummer that the storm damaged the tree. But then, people aren't going to go to the game. Stop it. Sorry. What were you saying? I didn't mean to cut you off. All right. Lenny. Good morning, Lenny.
Morning. Well, I'm going to do three things real quick. Let's talk with first. Serena Williams has to go down as the GOAT, regardless of sport and gender.
Yep. Yes.
Anyone else who says differently is just being sexist.
Okay.
I mean,
you're saying the greatest athlete ever? You're saying the greatest athlete ever? Like the GOAT, greatest?
No, not the greatest athlete, but for the greatest GOAT for what anyone did for a single sport. 23 majors?
Yeah, I mean, what Tiger did, she's right in that conversation, and we've been having this one for a long time. Yeah. Okay.
Right. I mean, you may not see anyone like her for a while.
For a long while, yes.
Okay. So now, since we're saying enough, I think the PGA, if they're going to compete with LIV, needs to get rid of their tax-exempt status and start raising it. Everyone's complaining about LIV doing this and this, but what the PGA have done, what they just did in the past few weeks with bumping everything up in the new tournament with Rory and Tiger, if it wasn't for LIV?
Well, that's a good question. Probably not.
Would they be doing more elevated tournaments if it wasn't for LIV?
No.
Okay, so as much as you say, well, it's Saudi money, well, that Saudi money is now putting more money in the PGA players' money. So now you have a person who's fully on the PGA Tour is going to make a minimum $500,000 for the season.
Okay.
So for the low-end golfers, that's good.
Really good.
But now you have to thank LIV for what they're doing. But at the end of the day, the PGA is going to lose their lawsuits for suspending these players. Anti-competitive.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure I think that's right either, though. I don't know that they are. I don't think you can have your cake and eat it too. I don't think that they're wrong saying, "Hey, pick one." You don't get to play, pick and choose, and get the best of both worlds. I don't think they're going to lose that.
I do. I think at the end of the day, why are you? Well, I should say this: under the tax-exempt status that they have, they will. If they give up their tax-exempt status,
I guess I don't know enough.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Okay. All right.
You can't have both. So you're saying you can't have your cake and eat it too, but you can't remain tax-exempt.
Understood.
And be anti-competitive.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Okay, so now let's go to Utah. Danny Ainge pushed the buttons on the Knicks. Knicks finally have a person in place that said, we're not budging, and signed RJ Barrett with a poison pill in the contract.
Okay.
Which was a good move for the Knicks.
I think that's right. If they weren't going to get Donovan Mitchell.
If I'm the Knicks, I'm going to go like this. This is what I would do, but the Knicks won't. You have Colin Sexton out there, who you could probably get for $20 million a year and do a sign and trade with Cleveland and give up a lot less, still have assets, and then make another trade to dump Evan Fournier and somebody else and bring in a better shooting forward.
Yeah, they got
somebody
options.
else to help the team.
They got options. They just needed direction. They didn't need to know what they were doing. Yeah.
Right. This was the first Knick to sign a second contract as a first-round pick since Charlie Ward 30 years ago.
I didn't realize that either.
That's how inept the Knicks have been.
Yeah, they've been bad.
The first-round picks.
They've been really bad.
So, and then I'm going to just do quick football picks just because I like to do little hot takes on Tuesday and irritate people.
Go.
It's going to be the Bills, Chargers, San Francisco, and Tampa.
No, well.
In conference championships.
All right. Lenny, good to hear you. Thank you. I don't think Tampa's doing it. All right, Gordon, what's up? You want to talk about the tree? Go.
All right, fellas. Good morning. Thank you for taking my call.
Thanks for calling. What's up?
I have 3 points that are linear.
Ooh, I hope I can fit you in. Go.
One.
Hey, Gordon. We're gonna hit the. Hold on.
Hey, come on, dude.
What do you mean, come on, dude? I got to hit a break. I was just gonna hold you through the break.
All right.
I'm sorry to frustrate you. Well, I mean, we got to hit a hard break. I didn't mean to come on, dude. Me. Oh, he left me. I was gonna let him go. I just didn't have time for 3 because you're gonna play the music right here. He is? All right. You can talk about the tree. I want to watch the tree story now. 505-246-0610. Come on, dude. You can call.
Come on, dude. Call
dude.
back, dude.
That'll be my fantasy team name. Come on, dude.
Come on, dude.
What's your team name? I can't disagree with JJ Moore.
I couldn't disagree with JJ Moore.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
It's in the Google Doc.
That's a good one, too.
Ooh, it's in the Google Doc. I like that one.
Crabs in a barrel.
Okay.
I do have If You Palm It, It Will Grow. That one's locked in.
It's very good.
Oh, it's so good.
Don't Kirk Off My Cousins is pretty good.
We got to come up with a Davis Mills one.
We can. 505-246-0610. Come on, dude. Call me back, and I'll put you on the air. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Everguard Roofing and Solar. For nearly 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been working with New Mexicans to enhance their homes and businesses. For all your roofing and solar needs in New Mexico, call 505-821-9543.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today.
I'm New Mexico's Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Cimbietta, and JJ Bach.
All right, where's the damn Google Doc? Can we get back on track here? The tree thing is crazy to me. Thanks, Jeff. He's like, you're welcome. Lobo football opens up on Saturday against Maine.
Win one for the tree. It's gonna be my first question to Danny today.
Is that gonna be?
Is that Danny? JJ Buck, Sports Animal. Are you guys gonna win one for the tree? What kind of motivation is that going to present the team on Saturday?
Is it going to be depressing and I just watched the story. Heartbreaking,
That was, like,
devastating to look over there and not
high.
see the tree. Again, I really liked the tree. I thought the tree was cool. It really there was a little uniqueness about the stadium in a good way. I liked the tree. Always did.
The circle of life.
Never thought that was the reason somebody would or would not go to a football game there. That's crazy to me.
Sponsorship opportunity.
What's that? Tent? What?
Tent it up.
Call it the Forest? You've got
something good.
Yeah, find it. All right, 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. Emails come in this morning, Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com, JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. The Lobo Tree throwing shade on the football team for 35 years. Still less time than UNM basketball fan, though. All right, so
We have the nicest weather in the Southwest. Like, imagine if these kids went to a Big Ten school or like a school in the South. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And the weather. Sorry.
This is Lenny gets 10 minutes to talk. Gordon 15 seconds. Dude, come on. Favoritism on callers. Lenny didn't get 10 minutes. First of all,
It was under 3.
And we were a minute, like
Call the
literally
heart out.
45 seconds away from the top of the hour break. And when Gordon said I got 3 things, I knew we couldn't fit him in, and I thought about holding it through the break.
Please
and I
call
didn't.
back.
Like really?
We love all of our callers.
Yeah. Why doesn't UNM Stadium merely plant a replacement tree? And another 3, especially when the city needs and is encouraged the growing of more. Sincerely, a Lorax sympathizer. Oh my gosh. All right.
It's good. They'll remove the tree. I'm sure there'll be a ceremony to plant a new one. And 50 years from now, you can go to Lobo football games when it's fully grown.
If the tree, I mean, I got more. You guys are on fire with this. If the tree was damaged and unstable, the university would be liable if it collapsed on people. It had to be removed. Look, nobody's mad at the university. I don't think.
I hope not.
Have it laying on the
Mother
ground.
Nature. It's not. They didn't take it out on purpose.
But you guys are killing it. Lobo fan will make like the tree and leave after the main game if they even show up. What did the Lobo tree say to the fans? Leave me alone. And they obliged. See what he did there? You going to use all those?
Sure. I do have show Friday.
Some tree content in there.
I could probably go 5 minutes on this tree and the crowd will get
I mean,
going.
we've got an hour now. Cal had a tree to fans. I don't even know what that means. Never mind. You guys are 2 pages deep on this stuff. No, seriously, man. Like it's amazing how much stuff you guys have put in on the stinking tree. All right, 505-246-0610. Make a beer pavilion and call it Mud Pavilion where the tree was. See?
No, I'm saying make it like something cool over there.
Yeah. Just win one for the tree. Ha, ha, ha. Okay. Wow. Who's got the better tree story? The palm tree at Aggie Memorial, which I love.
Gosh, I love the palm tree.
Yeah. Or what can you? If they're able to salvage the stump
Oh, this could turn
and
into like
somehow bring in a chainsaw artist and create a cool Lobo there,
yeah,
like that would be really. I think that'd be really cool.
the Cottonwood versus the palm, like rename. I don't know, something rivalry. I don't know.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Battle of the Trees.
Battle of the
There's
Trees.
a great Rush song off of Hemispheres called Trees. There's unrest in the forest. There's a problem with the trees because the maples want more sunlight and the oaks ignore their pleas. Yeah. You could have a battle of the trees. All right. 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. My Fitty Sid says, Mr. Symbieta, are the rumors true? Lobo football will be on local TV just like the old days. Sid, the rumors are true. The Lobo game against Maine and UTEP will be on My Fitty. I will have the play-by-play with George Carter on color as the analyst. So two of the 6 home games will be local over-the-air television, and I get the honor of calling the games with George Carter. So looking forward to that. I thought that was out there, right? That is out there?
Yes, it's out there.
Yeah. So, yes. Actually, and George does a good... you're at the game, so you probably don't get to listen or watch, but George does a heck of a job. He knows the game, and he played for the Lobos, so he's really good. So, yep, I get to do that. Richard wants to discuss the band, Amory.
Okay.
I saw them during their walkthroughs yesterday, Jeffy Lube. Have the issues of last season been resolved? Remember, there were key games during the season where the band was nowhere to be found. Between that and the mass, there were times where it didn't feel like Lobo Athletics had a home field advantage. Now you throw in the tree not being there. What are we doing?
Oh, can we have a little optimism?
God help me.
Can we rally?
Yeah. Can I give you
from a pandemic and everything? Can we just like rally?
Well, can I go to a place where I know it's going to be good?
Yes.
A Jason email.
Oh yes.
All right. Pete versus Goldie. Good morning, OD. Award-winning radio at its finest. Thank you for the epic interview with Coach Kill. I almost wish you would have held him for another segment because the interview was so compelling and more than about football. The PJ Fleck thing is interesting, considering that a few people in college circles are not huge fans of Mr. Row the Boat. The origins of that phrase are tragic, but PJ has parlayed that into a corporate speaking engagements, trademarks, etc. I urge people to read that up. So it's no wonder some would take issue with Fleck. So with that as a backdrop, Kill takes his team to Minneapolis to play Team Goldie on a short week. The Aggies' goal will be to stay healthy, gain some experience, get a little confidence moving forward, and string positive plays together throughout the body of the game. And if that happens, it's a successful trip. Who cares about PJ and his boat? Some would say Aggie Athletics took a chance on hiring Kill, many of the fans being clad in cherry, but Coach Kill also bet on Aggie football and the community as well. The hope is Aggie football fans and the community understand that Coach Kill is the guy for this job and give him support. Crimsonally. Jason, P.S. There's a shade tree at university? What is it even called these days? Stop. The dump across the monument to mediocrity, a.k.a. at least we have palm trees at MSU. I suppose UNM will use that tree excuse for the poor attendance. No, I don't think so. Jason, you ended that. You were strong until your PS. He tried to take a shot at the tree. Usually he's very strong. Kill going back to Minneapolis is a really compelling Thursday story, don't you think? I think it's going to get national news on Thursday.
Yes.
It will. Big storyline of that contest. And probably a big part of that broadcast. From first quarter to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I promise it'll be a big part of that
No tree.
That's a good point. There is no tree. They have trees at the stadium in Minneapolis? Amory, I've never been there.
No.
Why not?
It's a nice stadium.
Yeah, it's relatively new, right?
Yeah, and it gets hot and super cold.
It gets hot and then it gets cold.
It's a nice stadium, though.
All right. Can we get back on track when we return?
Yes.
Is there a track to be on?
I don't know. JJ, where do you want to track to?
I don't know. People are mad about everything. Did you really say that? Was that really said?
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
All right. When we come back, 6 golfers have now left, 6 new names today. Now, maybe you've heard of them. They've been rumored. But 6 golfers leave for the LIV Tour from the PGA Tour. Tell you who they are. One of them won a major this year. So we're going to go there when we return. Hey, do you have chronic pain? Dealing with joint pain, not having success with steroids, but you want to avoid surgery. There is now a better way. Thankfully, it's available here in Albuquerque from the medical professionals at QC Kinetics. We're talking about our new therapies, advanced all-natural biologics, regenerative treatments that can restore and repair damaged joint tissue. This provides lasting relief with no drugs, with no surgery, and with no downtime. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in precision regenerative medicine. Over 100 clinics across America and literally thousands of satisfied patients. So if you've got joint pain due to arthritis or whatever it is, knee pain, hip pain, shoulder pain, don't just think the old ways of dealing with pain are the only ways. You've got to learn more about these new biologic therapy options that can literally change your life. It's a free consultation. So essentially, if you've been told surgery, drugs are the only way, this is a free second opinion. Take advantage of this because it works. No downtime, no drugs, no surgery. Elite athletes, Emmett Smith, Brooks Koepka, Tiger Woods, they've utilized this and they've benefited from QC Kinetics. Free consultation with local medical professionals. Call them at 505-226-8688. 505-226-8688. That's 505-226-8688.
Cherry Friday.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Everguard Roofing and Solar. For nearly 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been working with New Mexicans to enhance their homes and businesses. For all your roofing and solar needs in New Mexico, call 505-821-9543.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service.
We did watch the story on the tree. You know what the best part of the story was? Although Tessa looked very, very concerned on the intro, didn't she? About the tree coming down. Was that their lead story on the 10 o'clock news last night? I don't know if it was or if that was just coming out of another segment. The best part was Hoser got a quote in there on his Twitter. Did you see that?
Yes.
505-246-0610. I'll tell you about the live golfers, the new live golfers here in a moment. Rudy, good morning.
Good morning. Hey, I'm going to make this quick. Don't steal my joy, and quit giving credence to these people that come up with the lamest excuses in the world. I'm looking at a picture of University Stadium, and in the south end zone, same side, just across the field, is a grove of pine trees.
Oh.
Okay? So if you, and I'm looking at it right now, and I go out there all the time. So there's shade, there's trees. Just walk around the concourse, take your lazy butt for a lap around the concourse, and go sit there. I'm sure that they can work it out, that you can go sit underneath the trees if that's what compels you to go to a football game. But don't steal my joy, and quit letting people come on and give excuses. If they're not going to the game, they're not going to the game. Why does it matter?
This is
more than asking people, why are you going to the game?
Yeah.
You want to know why I'm going to the game?
Because you enjoy it?
It's my school, because it's my team, because it's my hometown, because it's something to do. It's a way to get together with the family. You can tailgate. You got parking right next to the stadium. You don't have to walk a mile and a half like you do if you go to Michigan for a football game with 100,000 other people. So those are all reasons right there to go to the game this weekend.
I look at it as it's another one of those. It's too Sunday. It's too hot. It's too cold. It's too Saturday. It's too early. It's too late. It's you didn't pick me up and give me a beer. I didn't even know about this until I was alerted to the story last night, and then I watched the story, and we're just amazed that was the emphasis of the story.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Go support Lobo football. These kids work just as hard as any other athlete in this town. So do the coaches. This idea that they don't is ridiculous, and the talent is getting better, and the team is getting better. I don't know what the score is going to be, and if and I don't want to hear Monday, well, they didn't look so good. It doesn't. The whole point of a game is to win the game. That's it. Doesn't matter how you win, just win.
Right on, Brady. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate the time.
See you. Yeah, go out if you like it. If the reason you go out is to sit under a tree, well, then you got to find another tree. All right. What? There's other trees. There are, right? Yeah, that's
not with that view.
That was
not with that view.
You're right. You got to look the other way. It was a wonderful tree. We picnicked under that tree. That's where I met my wife, under that tree.
What does New Mexico Bowl do under that tree?
I don't know.
Do people sit there?
Nothing now. It's gone.
Well, sometimes there's snow on there. I mean, like we've never done anything around that tree. I've never made it a
think we
focus.
should come up with
I've never
something.
once thought of that tree. I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm
Can we
not gonna
honor
lie
the tree
either.
at halftime?
Can you? Ooh, this could be an event leading up to the New Mexico Bowl, Jeff.
Should we just do a whole tree? We're not.
Get the Stanford tree in attendance there to pay
Ooh,
respect.
all the famous trees are coming out. The Stanford tree, the
Right.
Cruces palm tree. Are there any other famous trees?
We got 2 so far.
There's got to be
Very
other
good.
famous trees. Yeah, all the famous trees are coming out. All right, Live Golf has got 6 more relatively prominent golfers as of today. Cameron Smith is going to live. Billy Horschel is going to Live Golf, as is Joaquin Neiman, Harold Varner, Cameron Tringale, Mark Leishman, and Anirban Lahiri. So you got some of the top players in the world. Varner is number 46, Tringale 55, Leishman 62. So they Liv just got some good golfers. The 6 players will compete in their 4th event, which, by the way, is this Friday. Did you know Liv had an event this Friday?
No.
Greg Norman, quote, Live Golf is showing the world that our truly global league is attracting the world's best players and will grow the game into the future for the next generation. The best and brightest continue to embrace the excitement and energy of Live Golf, blah, blah, blah. Smith is the biggest loss for the PGA Tour. He's in the prime of his career. He won the Players in March. He won his first major, won the Open Championship. He's a 6-time winner on the PGA Tour. He's popular. He's the biggest name to go in this group. Now, you can tell me Dustin Johnson's a bigger deal, that Brooks Koepka is a bigger deal. They're already over there. So we've watched a lot of golf this summer. And JJ, even over the last few weeks, let me ask you this. We watched the Tour Championship. The last 3 weeks, we watched the FedEx Cup playoffs. And we talked about Rory winning, beating Scotty Scheffler. Xander was in there. Did you miss Dustin Johnson, Brooks Koepka? Did you miss any of those guys? Did you think about it when you were watching the golf this weekend, that those guys weren't there?
No.
I didn't either. I've watched a lot of golf. You know what I haven't watched is any Live. What was the last Live golf? The last Live tournament feels like it was months ago. Now they're going to go into the fall and they're going to play their tournaments against football, and I'm not sure that they're going to get the bump they want. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how many people watch the Live and care about the Live over the next few months.
And this is one when you look at those players deciding, all right, I'm going to be a Live golfer, I want to be a PGA Tour golfer. I do want to see all of them in the majors still.
Okay.
I do like that aspect of it. And you know, as you move forward, I don't know, they're butting heads, they're battling, there's lawsuits against the PGA Tour. And then what if they did maybe even a Live versus PGA event? Like that could be down the line. Like
Say that
similar,
again,
like
a Livers PGA event.
Live versus PGA Tour.
A Live versus.
Like you'd start really playing this up. Because you have President's Cup, the Ryder Cup. Well, now you have the Live Tour versus PGA Tour. Like these are things down the line once you get through all the legal hurdles as golf leagues figure it out.
There's going to be an evolution, and I don't know that at some point do they come together, because I think the animosity. I mean,
I don't think they'll ever come together.
Well, come together on something like you're saying. Would they agree to play nice in the sandbox? I mean, this is Jerry Kill, PJ Fleck.
Yeah, and you never know, especially if Live never gets a TV deal.
Well, but they will. I don't think that anybody.
Where
thinks
is it going?
Where's it going? I don't know where.
Because you just mentioned they have, especially in now, they got tournaments coming up.
So who doesn't have the NFL?
Who doesn't have college football?
Who doesn't have college football? So where's it going to go? So that's Turner.
So if you're
it's Turner.
Fox Sports 1.
Well, it's TNT. It's Turner, TNT, TBS.
Yeah. So they would be the.
That I mean, does that not feel like the answer to you?
Oh, we don't have football content to worry about, so we can.
Yeah.
Do Live Golf.
Doesn't that feel like the answer to you?
Mm-hmm.
and that's where they'd find a home on this and get it going. All right. So I didn't even know. Do you know where the tournament is this weekend? Did I probably just tell you? And I it's in Boston. Okay. So am I going to watch college football this weekend, or am I going to watch Live Golf? Jeff just sent me a text, said, can't go to the Lobo game this weekend. I have to stay home and watch Live Tourney on DVR. Yeah, I said nobody. Well, all right, maybe not Lobo fans, but Lobo fans will use that as an excuse. That's fair. I can't sit under I'm going to sit in my backyard under the tree and watch Live Golf on DVR. No, that's fair. All right, when we get back, this gentleman claims he planted that tree. Is that right? He planted that tree? I want to hear that story.
He has the story behind it, and he planted it with his dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, now this has to be. This has got to be like a death in the family.
I mean,
what? Why'd you look at me like that?
I'm not laughing. I'm just, I'm excited.
All right. He planted the tree with his dad next on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Cherry Fridays are back.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Everguard Roofing and Solar. For nearly 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been working with New Mexicans to enhance their homes and businesses. For all your roofing and solar needs in New Mexico, call 505-821-9543.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and...
And that's when that tree was planted. So it's been there for 62 years. And I was there when they did plant it. They planted all those trees and there was I think it was an in-kind gift from the Yasumona Nursery. They're no longer around, right. But they were the ones that gave all those trees out there.
So I guess what somebody else could plant a tree and we could start a new tree club and have a new.
Yeah, we could.
No, that's good. Thanks, Marty. Appreciate that. I didn't know where that came from, but that's good. Thank you.
You would never know that I was the guy who was it. But anyway, it is sad. It is sad it's going down, but you know, the tree stood there for 62 years.
It's good life. It's good living. All right, Marty. Thanks. See you soon. Appreciate you.
Okay.
All right. So there's the origin of the tree. Who knew? I didn't. See,
lived a long and fruitful life.
So. That would have been part of the story. You know, if we were going to do the story on the news, I'd have done that part of the story.
Absolutely.
Where'd it come from?
A nice story.
Started in 1962, where that nursery planted the trees and has provided shade for local fans throughout the years. On hot days, fans gathered. Oh, I love the tree. Oh, it's heartbreaking. It's devastating. It is devastating because Mother Nature has ripped the tree down, and it's laying on the ground and it's going away. But you can still go out and enjoy it. Whatever. So, driving in this morning, I was thinking in my head, where's the show going? Live Golf and Jim Garoppolo and Serena. Jerry Kill's going to be with us. By the way, Jerry Kill was terrific.
Killer.
You know what? One thing I really did not think was going to be part of the show?
This tree?
I don't know that. I've seen that tree for 26 years. I've never given it 5 minutes of thought. I've thought about it. I've looked at it. Well, people are under the tree. That's really cool. Have you? Have you ever thought much about the tree? That's right.
No, just looking over there. Oh, people sitting in the shade.
Yeah. By the way, are you betting the Lobo game? Have you found a line yet?
I will look it up right now.
Carl found one.
It's going to be a part of my scouting report Thursday.
All right, Carl found a line. Jeff finally found a line.
Probably going to change.
It's Lobo football -10 over Maine. By the way, he says Tulsa started -2, been bet all the way up to 6.5 in Laradice. Bull must go. Man, he hates Craig Bull, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
I don't know that I've ever seen anybody in Albuquerque so angry about a Wyoming coach. But Carl's on the get rid of Bull train. All right. Any of these?
I'd like to see the over under. I'm not going to probably touch the spread.
Okay. But
that'll be a part of my scouting report.
What's your number?
11.5 point favorites over Arizona.
Aztecs are?
Hey.
How about a Mountain West team, a double-digit favorite over a Pac-12 team? Would you tell me the Aggies are 36-point dogs?
Let me look this up.
36-point dogs.
36?
Well. I don't know. Did you see enough defensively that makes you think that they can slow down a Big Ten team?
Gosh.
Lobos got to cover that Saturday, man.
The Lobos do?
Yes.
For the damn tree.
The 10?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'd like to see them cover that. I would. Other big stuff yesterday, the NFL cut down, and today's the deadline, right?
Yes, today's the deadline.
Well, players getting cut like trees out
Yeah,
there.
you on Twitter.
Kellen Mond.
Oh, has been released.
So the
Waived, I mean.
Vikings waived Kellen Mond, the quarterback that they drafted last year.
Yes, during the Mike Zimmer era.
So who's their backup now?
I'm hoping Nick Mullins.
Oh yeah, you just came in. That was when we were talking trees, and you said
Yeah,
Vikings
sorry, I
got
just-
Nick Mullins. And I'm
yeah.
like, what did you just say? What?
Yeah. So it'll be Kirky, Nick Mullins, and then hopefully just keep Sean Mannion out of uniform.
Why does everybody hate Sean Mannion so much?
He hasn't done anything for
Yeah,
us.
He was really good at Oregon State.
I mean, Oregon State, great, but not for the Vikes.
He is,
And Viking fans are freaking out right now.
What are they freaking out about?
First of all, that was that new era. I'm all about coach.
You're freaking out that you cut your backup quarterback?
Why? This is what they do. It drives me up a wall.
That's what who do?
The Viking Twitter, the Viking fan base.
So, what did you see out of Kellen Mond that made you think he was the guy?
Right.
Why are we freaking out that you cut Kellen
Everyone
freaking
calm down.
Mond?
And I like Nick Mullins, so that's great.
Nick Mullins has shown that he can play when you need
Absolutely.
to plug him in the National Football League.
Absolutely.
Is he not?
Behind Kirky. There we go. Boom.
Kirky would be Kirk Cousins for those of you not in on the Viking slang. No. All right. Okay. Any other big names you're seeing? I'm scanning the wire. I don't see a bunch of stuff that makes me go ooh ah. Not really. But the Kellen Mond thing interests me a little bit. Yeah. Josh Gordon got cut. Again, Kansas City Chiefs did confirm they cut Josh Gordon. I mean, is that the best career that never happened? One of them, right? I mean,
Yeah.
he was going to be so good. He was going to be so good. In 2013, gosh, that feels like a long time ago because it is. But in 2013, he led the NFL with 1,600 plus receiving yards when he was with the Browns. Since then, he's been suspended by the NFL. How many times do you think he's been suspended by the NFL?
Gordon?
Yeah.
4 times at least, probably.
Since then, he's been suspended by the NFL 6 times. 5 for some form of substance abuse. 6 times. Between 2014 and 2020. He missed 3 full seasons suspended. He spent time with New England, Seattle, and now the Chiefs, and that's it. His most recent suspension was 2019, reinstated in 2021. I mean, he was going to be really, really, really good. And you know what there's a lot of in the National Football League? Really good receivers. And if you've got issues hanging over you, they're probably going to go another way. This story disturbed the hell out of me too. Have you seen the story going on in Atlanta? And it's the headliner on this is a receiver, Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley's the suspended receiver of the Atlanta Falcons. Evidently, there's gang-related celebrity home robberies going on there. So the prosecutor in Fulton County on Monday came out, and there's sprawling indictments. They've targeted members of what they're calling a violent street gang, targeting Atlanta area homes of famous athletes and celebrities. So Calvin Ridley, Mariah Carey, Atlanta United goalkeeper Brad Guzan, Marlo Hampton of Real Housewives of Atlanta. They've all had their homes broken into, and there's this 220-count indictment. The big thing is they've all been flaunting their stuff, their bling, their nice things on social media. And evidently this gang, called the Drug Rich Gang, is watching the social media, seeing what they want, and they're targeting the homes of athletes and celebrities in Atlanta. They're warning people to not, show their bling. It's fun on social media. Quote, this is the DA. What they do is target people who show their wealth on social media. So I do have a message for the public where it's kind of fun to put your things on social media and show off. Unfortunately, these gangs are becoming more savvy, more sophisticated in the way they target you, end quote. It's kind of crazy. It's not surprising, is it? But, I mean, you got to have...
It's scary because I did see this story and then started reading on it, and there was some reports that, Calvin Ridley, he took some time away before he got suspended, and that's kind of when that's when he got in trouble because he was betting on football.
Mhm.
But there were talks that this is part of the reason he had to step away because he had some really bad experiences, held at gunpoint, things like that shook him up.
That would shake you up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, with what is going on in Atlanta.
Yeah, I think that would shake you up a little bit. So, all right, a few more cuts in the National Football League. Sony Michel released. I guess I won't keep him. He was with the Dolphins. They also released Mohamed Sanu. A couple other names that you might know. This is the toughest cut because you're coming down to the final cut. It's 53, and this is where veterans come in. This is the one where it's you're going to see names today that you're just going to go, what? Wait, what? This is the day where it gets there. Jim Garoppolo not cut. He's going to stay with the Niners as their backup quarterback. Restructured deal, $6+ million guaranteed, could make up to $16 million. And then we had this conversation earlier in the day, but I asked, are you surprised? And for me, if you'd asked me 2 months ago, I'd be surprised. 2 days ago, no. You feel the same way on that? 2 months ago, wouldn't it have surprised you if he ended up here?
As it continued to linger, you realize there was not a market for Jimmy Garoppolo. If he was cut, a team would be interested at that point in time. But there wasn't even a market to negotiate down his salary in a trade. They're like, if he happens to be out there, we'll have this conversation. And for Jimmy Garoppolo, you stay on a contender. You know that you can step in and help that team win. They have to go with Trey Lance. They cannot get itchy. They cannot get antsy early in the season. You traded too much to not give Trey Lance an opportunity to see what his ceiling is for the majority of the season. And then hey, if something happens, he gets hurt. We have a guy that led us to the Super Bowl right there, saved a bunch of money, negotiated down his contract. I think it's the best spot for Jimmy Garoppolo because he's comfortable. He doesn't have to go learn a new system. He doesn't have to go try to win people over as a backup somewhere else. Just be a backup on a team that you've been successful at.
So does this give Shanahan I'm looking for, it's not a shorter leash. So it feels to me, you start with Trey Lance. Do you have to be all in on Trey Lance? Meaning, not necessarily, I think they're all in that he's the guy for the future. But if he's not ready, if he starts off slow, can you say, hey, he's still our guy? He's still our guy going forward, but needs to work. You can't, can you? You can't.
There's going to be bumps in the road. You got to let the young quarterback play through it. Because if that was the case, we'd benching these guys every other week.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that either. I think once you've committed, you've committed. You've got to stay with him. And if Jim Garoppolo plays, it's because of injury. But not because of Trey Lance isn't getting it done. Although, what if you start, 1-3 or whatever? Lenny just told me they're going to the Super Bowl. Or they're going to the NFC Championship game. 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. What if I told you Rams and Saints in the NFC Championship game?
Ooh. Write it down.
Would that be, I don't know if I'm ready to write that down, but I might be leaning more that way than Buccaneers and, what do you tell me, Buccaneers and 49ers?
Yeah.
Which way, if you're excluding the Packers there, you're excluding a number of teams. But if I was going to give you those two teams or those two teams, which one do you like better? Rams, Saints, or Buccaneers and Niners?
Rams, Saints.
What about you?
Yeah, I don't think the Bucs are going to do it,
I
but
don't either.
give me a second.
But
I'll tell you what,
I have
the
that
Rams are going to do it either. but-
hesitation on Jameis Winston.
A lot of people do, and it's understandable. I'm
I think
kind of buying into
I
James.
think he's a numbers guy more than a winner.
That's fair.
Fantasy
He puts
guy.
up good numbers, but may not win. All right, take a few minutes, actually, however long this break is, and then figure it out. Final break of the show. Marie will tell you what she thinks. We'll wrap you up. I'll get you the
What a
finish
day.
up in your correspondence that you continue to show. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Everguard Roofing and Solar. For nearly 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been working with New Mexicans to enhance their homes and businesses. For all your roofing and solar needs in New Mexico, call 505-821-9543.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated.
You're more apt to go NFC Championship game Rams versus Saints or Buccaneers versus 49ers or neither?
Of those two, Rams versus Saints.
Annie Marie doesn't like the Rams in this, right? All right. We left out the Packers. Left out the Vikings. What?
No, I didn't say
Cowboys.
I'm against the Rams. I'm saying
Which one would you
So
favor?
you gave me the Bucks, 49ers, or Rams Saints?
Yeah.
I'd rather go almost a repeat of the Niners Rams.
All right, that's fair. Who's your NFC Championship game? Vikings and who?
I didn't have Vikings. I had Rams, Green Bay.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Todd sent me an email.
Realistic.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not a homer.
Well, you picked the Rams too. Todd said, holy bleep, I just saw Maine's coach talking about the game, Jeff, and he looks like Cliff Kingsbury. He said the Black Bears used fall camp to buy in. He's a young coach, good-looking young man. He's going back to his alma mater. Yeah.
First-year head coach.
Jack found you an over-under for Lobo football, Amory. 48-point over-under for Lobo Maine, which means Vegas is expecting a 28-20 type Lobo limp to victory. It's going to feel like a loss if Lobo football only beats these guys by 8 to 10 points. No, it really won't. I mean, maybe it will to you. I don't know.
What?
How's it a loss? Look, can I remind you? This is where we end up, and they could win by 30.
I want to see the Lobos control this game. I don't want a Houston Baptist type of game. I get it. They come out with a victory, but they need to show something, man. They need to control the line of scrimmage. They need to show some explosiveness. This is the preseason 8th ranked team in the CAA.
And I'll remind you that the Lobos were a 3-9 football team last year that weren't very good.
The Lobos are actually a Division I football team.
Yeah.
That you're telling me that we need to start buying into, that you need to start seeing something, and it starts with your FCS opponent week 1.
They should control this game. They
look what UNLV did to Idaho State.
Yeah,
Why should that be any different?
Fair enough. I'd like to see it look like that. Yeah, I'd like to see it look like that. Yeah, you got an FCS opponent. You're a Division I team.
And it's not like, this FCS playoff team last year.
No, but plenty of times we've had that, right? Yeah. Plenty of times we've heard, this is top-ranked team, Sam Houston State, whatever.
I don't think they're putting 50 on them, but at least 2 touchdown victory would be good to see.
All right, Carl said on Livy's, Jeff, there's very little live sports during the OD, especially during fall. If Live Golf is playing while I'm listening to the show on Fridays, I'll watch. Do you think Liv would consider playing midweek as a daytime alternative to the network talking heads, rehashing the prior weekend's football over and over again? No. No, everybody wants, you want the weekend, you want Saturday, you want... So didn't last time Liv played Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? And part of their deal was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're just going to be 3 rounds. There's no way they're going up against the NFL in the fall.
No.
Right? Or does it matter because they're not on TV? If I've got a screen... So let me ask you this. If you've got a computer screen, because that's where you got to watch them, on your phone, on your iPad, on your tablet, on your computer, while you're sitting in your living room on Saturday afternoon watching Notre Dame, Ohio State, watching whatever football I got this weekend, right? And you've got Live final round on Saturday. I'm assuming it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And so you're sitting around and you've got Cincinnati, Arkansas on one screen and BYU, South Florida, or Rice versus USC, or Utah versus Florida, whatever. Are you giving a cursory look on a screen to Live Golf? Oh, Dustin Johnson's battling Brooks Koepka coming down the stretch at Boston. Do you care?
It comes down to if social media is buzzing about something, then I might turn it on. But I'm not going to remember
to go find it on your Live Golf
tournament. Is on when I'm that deep in the.
Would it be different if it was the PGA?
No, because I didn't do it this past weekend on Saturday.
You didn't.
No.
I know.
But I'm not.
You're not that guy.
But I'm also the audience they're trying to get.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because
the PGA Tour and Live Golf.
So I'm the audience the PGA has. So that means I'm the audience that Liv is trying to get.
Golf.
Yeah.
But I'm not, it's not my go-to.
Yeah. I love it.
At this time.
Thursdays in the office, I'll watch news all day, but Thursdays and Fridays, I'll put the Golf Channel on.
For me, it gets lost Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
When the tournaments are
this time of year.
Best.
So that's why the PGA backed everything up and ended the week that they did.
A win for them.
100%.
Yes. Right,
the FedEx Cup champion, and we all watched on Sunday. Did you? Did you watch Rory Scheffler come down the stretch on Sunday?
Guess what, Jeff?
I mean, if you
I was at the lake. Because I planned my schedule to go to the lake before football season started.
Well, you got nice things. I can't afford to go to the lake, so I sat there and watched the golf.
But we're big golf guys, though. Like,
Yeah.
I always have golf on no matter what.
So you and I are the fans. We're the
I'm
ones.
the fans, like, it's always on in my house.
Well, so you and I are the audience that the PGA has.
Correct.
And you and I are the audience.
I'll always have it on.
Well, you and I are the audience that Liv wants.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm asking you because for me, with all due respect, I might give it a screen early in the day, but I'm going to tell you, getting later in the day, like this, I know what this Saturday is going to look like for me.
Yes.
I'm going to be prepping. I'm going to be studying, marking my charts. I'll have football on. I might look over at the Live Golf. Maybe.
I check in. I see who's on the leaderboard.
So if Billy Horschel and
it intrigues me though.
And Anibon Lahiri and Dustin Johnson are coming down the stretch, and and the shotguns are so they're all over the different places. You're watching?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I keep track of it though. Like it's not totally off my radar.
Yeah.
It's not the priority on my screen, like Notre Dame Ohio State will be.
So it doesn't feel like.
I don't know what's going to be yet. Maybe next year will be different.
It doesn't feel like big time golf to me yet. It just doesn't.
No, not yet.
And I know it is because I know who's there, but it doesn't feel like. I mean, that's great. They're all making a bunch of money. But why do I care who wins the Live Tour in Boston? Who won last time?
We just love the story. I don't know.
Henrik Stenson, right? Or he won one of them. I don't know who won the original. Do you remember? I know.
I just think we like the storyline right now, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not watching. I'd rather watch Central Michigan, Oklahoma. Well, that's Thursday. Sorry. What? Central Michigan, Oklahoma's on Thursday. There's a good Thursday slate.
West Virginia, Pitt.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Rivalry
Thursday, too.
back.
All right. Thank you to Jerry Kill. He was really good. If you missed the Jerry Kill stuff, JJ, where can people find that conversation? Because
it will be posted wherever you get podcasts. So search The Opening Drive. You can find each hour of the show and standalone interviews.
Jim Rome Show is next. The Herd with Colin Coward after that. 2 Men On comes your way at 4. Then you get Isotopes Baseball down in Sugar Land. We're back tomorrow morning with award-winning radio starting at 7 a.m. A. Marie, great work today.
Thank you.
May the tree stand tall. Adrian, terrific work. Big day for you today?
Huge day.
Yeah, enjoy it. Be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you tomorrow.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite stop. Fish, birds, cats, dogs, reptiles, and small animals. Clark's has built a tradition of friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Locally owned and operated with 2 convenient locations for all your pet needs, including an extensive selection of gifts for both owners and pets. 11200 Manal Northeast or 4914 Lomas Northeast. Clark's Pet Emporium is celebrating 50 years. Thank you, Albuquerque, the Pet Supply Superstore. ClarksPets.com.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Industries is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.